Hey guys, here's a game you weren't expecting, I bet. Uh, Friend got me this and said I should play it, so I'm going to. I don't know how much I'll play, if I'll play the whole thing or not, but maybe. I don't really know much about this game, so we'll see how it goes, I suppose. Mouse is kinda laggy, but not a lot for that. Let's see how this... Well, hello. I might need to... Whoops. Change the volume. Oh, that's great. It resizes the window. Whoa! Yeah, way down, way down, way down. The volume is at 2. Dang, that was loud. Blood-soaked rags collected at the boy's feet. One by one he tended the wincing soldier's purple wounds, stitched, salved, bandaged, did what little he could in the leaping golden halo of firelight. Fortunately for his roadside patient, he could do more than most. Fingers slick with alum ointment, he worked fervently to tie off a catgut cord, then brushed the injury with a light touch that to the untrained eye would seem only a friendly pat. Others would recognize a telltale hand gesture as a magical ward against infection. Done, Owen sighed, wiping his hand with a rust-colored cloth. No guarantees, though. The stitches may hold all the way to Lamut. Then again, push too hard and you could be bleeding like a stuck pig midsummers. You did fine, Stinger Locklear replied, smiling approval before rolling down his sleeve. It'll scar, but it's good for a noble's reputation. Lets the kingdom folk know he isn't resting on his laurels. And it impresses the ladies. Oh yeah. I'll be sure to look you up in Tyburn if I ever need stitching up again. The boy accepted the compliment with a humble nod while he packaged away the rest of his medical supplies. His thoughts focused instead on the third man who slumped in the shadows across from them. Despite the manacles that bound the stranger's hands and the distance that separated them, the boy felt dreadfully exposed. His avenues of escape limited should Locklear's elven-looking prisoner decide to liberate himself. What did he do? Owen whispered, jerking his head towards the man. Gorath? Let's just say he had a disadvantage of being at the wrong place at the wrong time, Locklear said cautiously. He snatched a greenish apple out of his knapsack. Everyone Owen? I have to take him to Krondor. Did he kill someone? Owen asked. No. He attacked you. Sanger wiped the apple apple juice from his mouth, shook his head. No, not exactly. Well, who cut you up then? Before Locklear could reply, and the window resizes again. Great. This is professional. There we go. I'm going to have to move this over. Just a second, let me move this. Okay. Apparently Gorath is making a break for it. I wish to keep you alive. The window resizes frequently, so I need to be able to hit the Windows key to be able to change Mandycan's recording size without interfering. Glad I do not. The goddess of death will show you greater mercy. Whoa! Into the dark night. Yes. Ratings. Oh, it's Locklear. There's Owen. And Gorath. Thinking limited. We're setting aside his reservations about pilfering the fallen. He decided he would take what the goddess of luck had given them, however immoral he might feel about it. He was certain his... Okay. I don't know what these are. Share with party. guess that's a corpse. Rations. The standard rations generally contain salted sweetmeats, hard rolls, sliced apples, strawberry tarts. He was eager to get whatever food was inside. Herbal pack. Medicine. Picklocks. You don't look like much of a lockpicker. You're definitely not a lockpicker. Well, I guess he's the best lockpick, even though he's a fighter. And this is... well, healing things. Standard kingdom armor. No armor. Okay, they've all got beaten up. Okay. Those two have got swords. He's got a staff. Alright, so this is like a first-person RPG. It's kind of what I was expecting. With the west, northwest, north. Do I have a map? Lamut, Zun, Hawks Hollow, Lariel, where's Krondor? The Prankstone, Hawks Hollow, Quester's View, Sarth, Krondor. Follow the road south, I guess. Distant. The murdered warrior didn't appear grieved about killing the assassin that had followed them from the Northlands. His eyes had a baleful look in them that seemed something between hatred and rage. Several times he glanced at the corpse that lay behind them in the dust, his thoughts unguessable from his expression. You wish to bury him? We could do that. It's not our way. I am simply somewhat disturbed that he should come after me. He was a kinsman. There are other things that trouble me as well. Delacan's assistants are slow, but not altogether stupid. Another like Hasseth, and you'll only have my corpse to drag before your Prince Arthur. Sir, you don't get off that easy. As long as you are under my command, you are forbidden to die. Mordheil, I've gone to far too much trouble keeping you alive to bury you now. It's time that we took the chains off you. It'll be far easier for you to defend yourself if your hands are free to swing your sword again. You're not just going to set him free, are you? I thought you said he was your prisoner. He is my prisoner, but the circumstances are terribly complicated. Even if he chose to sneak off, he'd be lucky to make it to the next town alive. This is the third such assassin we've run into since we left the Northland, and I have a feeling that more will be heading for us. He'd be much safer with me and I with him. As the boy would be. If he were to whisper the wrong word in the wrong ear, he could easily be the death of us. Who am I going to talk to? I'm not even heading in the same direction. It wouldn't matter if you who you talk to, Arwen. There will be ears listening for word of Mordheil traveling with a noble. Dangnation! I should have thought about this when you entered camp. For the time being, you're my squire. Once we arrive safely at the palace, you'll be free to go your own way. But I have pressing business in Tyburn. This is not the subject of debate. We must get to Krondor. My mission is of critical importance, and I don't have time to improvise an easy solution. The only other possible option would be to slit your throat and leave you dying. I have absolutely no desire to do that. Now let's get moving before Delkin's assassins catch our scent again. They'll likely come looking when Hasseth doesn't return from his mission. How do I get out of the map view? Okay. Here's the road. Okay, he follows. Oh, that's a nice feature. Someone was calling. Recognizing the lilt of a young voice, Owen turned and looked back down the road. A young squire that he had met at a party in Yavan was trudging behind him, a pack full of scrolls slung over his shoulder. The squire waved congenially at Owen echoed the motion. "What do you think you're doing? We're trying to remain unnoticed." "Dang!" Locklear muttered under his breath. "Try to behave as normally as possible since you know him. You handle him, Owen. Remember, Golas' name is Thorgath," Owen finished irritated. "I'm not a child, you know." "That remains to be seen." "Expect to see you again quite so soon." "Would have thought you all the way to Lamut right now." "Would have been if the Duchess hadn't insisted on introducing me to all her daughters. Amelia was the prettiest, I believe. Though I think Catherine took quite a liking to you." She took a liking to everyone at the party. She's as fickle as her mother. She'll marry a Krondor if she can find one not tied in a martel knot. "True enough. Say, thought you were from Tyburn. Why are you taking this route home? Kind of a long way around, isn't it?" "Well, yes, but I had to meet up with my Uncle Locklear here and my other friend. Here's an elf, Thorgoth. They decided it would be nice for me to take a tour with them down to Hawks Hollow. Yeah, down to Hawks Hollow. Yep. It's lovely this time of year. What are you up to?" "I'm looking to cash a reward, actually. I was on my way to pick up Yavan last month, and I found a chest in this area, but I couldn't pick the lock on the thing. I figured it wasn't meant to be. I left off. Thing is, all through the Duchess's party, I couldn't help but think about it. I had the chest on my brain. I don't really care what's in it. I have to pick that lock." Town? Must have been quite a bender if you're that confused. Head straight south along the main road. It will take you into Lamut. If you're looking for good food, the Blue Wheel is a solid wager. I warn you, Tasani food can be a bit spicy. See ya. Oh, that's nice. I guess this is our full party for now. I do like this, just follow the road. Wait a minute. What was that? I saw something. What is this? Oh, it's a sign. Oh, I guess that guy's in there now. The assassin was a mercenary. Locklear could tell by the hardened set of the Mordhell warrior's face that he hadn't hunted them down to avenge the wrong done to him. He hadn't chased him to collect the debt. He had come because the coin had been the right color and the right amount. Okay. Interesting. Get up here. You're mobile. I don't... 53% accurate. Oh, fine, just get up here. Woo! Hiya! Yeah! I actually want to be able to see this guy. How much health do you have left? You have lots of health. Oh, he's moving. What a sneaky guy. Ah. Interesting combat. Being squeamish, he said, rifling through the rucksack which lay next to Buddy's supplies. Or the supplies wherever you find them. This fellow won't be needing them anymore. Ooh. That's for you. And that's for you. And you can have the money. Can you unequip, drop the staff? No? Okay, then you take the sword. You can have a crossbow. Actually, you take the armor because your armor's in pretty bad shape after that fight. Okay, that's good. Hope I'm not squandering those. Get off the road. Just a second. What is that? Yes. Go for it. Lock was simple. As the old saying goes, locks are for children and fools, Locklear said after a few seconds. He flipped the pick locks into the air, caught them again. I am no fool. Oh, now you have some armor. And you have a backup sword, and you can have a torch. I wonder if I'm missing stuff off the beaten path. I probably am. Well, there's the main road. Where does this road go? There's a cave. Save the game. What the? Oh. Sorry. Wrong thing. Save. Oh. Directories. Saves. Ta-da! What's in this? Somewhere, as I recall, Mac is Dwarven for a minor cave, or something like that. Dwarves are no friends of the Mordhill. There might be some assistance to us, assuming they don't take exception to Gorath here. Let's investigate. Tunnels were damp. Though the silver seamed earthen roof which stretched over their heads was tall enough that they didn't have to crouch, Locklear felt hammered by the shaft, so I didn't have time to read that all. Something's happening. Sparks rocketed down the corner, slamming Owen flat against the mineshaft walls. Locklear narrowly leapt for cover as something skidded along the rocky floor. Abruptly, glowing cone of fire winked out of existence. The short tree stump of a man. Bloody awful hammer! You'd best have a demon in your bones. You've come to take a whack at killing the beastie, have ye not? Beastie? Beastie, aye, half a week ago we heard something fierce a-baying in the mine, terrible cold-like. Of course, the dwarf knows the sound the instant he hears it. He's heard it before or not. Breknur, curse every holdelver since the first dwarves took up hammers. Never heard of them. No one has in quite a while, laddie. Hasn't been a Breknur in the upper mines for well since along the Great laid claim to the kingdom of the Isles. I can't keep that voice up. We thought we'd lay low the lot of them, but the kobolds are stirring up in the... Kobolds? Hey, he said what I said before, after I said it. Your flock call them gnomes. Used to worship a dragon what lived down here. When the dragon disappeared, they thought the dwarven folk hid him away. Every now and then their leader, Vader, takes a notion to undertake a holy quest to find him. This time they must have woke up a clutch of Breknur. Now the nerve collapsed the main passage and killed 30 of our kin. Whoever can do it. I'm not saying we're interested in killing your Breknur, but if we were looking for it, what would it be like? Half again your height, and made of stone like living rock they are. Out of their nostrils they breathe green mist, but I'd be wary of getting too close. To look, for they'll drop a boulder on your head sure as snow. We've already had a few bravos come in here to try their hand at killing the beastie, but there's not much they've been able to do themselves beyond get themselves so mangled they needed the help of a temple. Be wary of them, though. As I would have thought of the beastie, none of them want anyone else to claim the gold that we've offered for the creature slayer. And outside the great towers are stone mounted, but as I can, there's a temple of Killian betwixt Zun and Hawk's Hollow. There's also might be a temple of Ishtap here close, but I can't recall exactly where that would be. Well, I saved the game, so let's go see how horribly I can die. Wait a minute.